Hello, and welcome. Before we begin, get comfortable, let your shoulders relax. Take a slow breath in, and let it out. Tonight's story is about three brothers, a yeti, a monkey, and a gator, who head out on a quiet camping trip by a moonlit lake. There's nothing scary here. Nothing loud, just friendship, soft night sounds, and the calm rhythm of nature. Whenever you're ready, let's begin. The three brothers, by the lake, the yeti, the monkey, and the gator were brothers, not because they looked alike, but because they had chosen each other. They had grown up together, shared meals together, and learned the world side by side. And on this particular evening, after a long stretch of busy days, they decided it was time to go camping. Not the adventurous kind of camping, the quiet kind. They packed slowly. The monkey packed snacks, maybe too many, carefully tucking them into a worn backpack. The gator packed the important things: lanterns, blankets, and a kettle for warm drinks. The yeti carried everything else with calm ease, his footsteps steady and unhurried. By the time they reached the lake, the sky had begun to darken. The moon was already rising round, silver, and soft, its reflection stretching across the still water like a glowing path. The air was cool and gentle, brushing past them as if welcoming them in. They chose a spot close to the shore. The gator laid out the blankets carefully, smoothing each corner. The monkey hopped around, gathering sticks, but stopping often to stare at the moon. The yeti set up the tent with slow, practiced movements, humming quietly to himself. Soon, everything was ready. They sat together by the lake, listening. Water lapped softly at the shore. Crickets chirped in an easy rhythm. Somewhere far away, an owl called once, then rested. The monkey leaned back on his elbows and sighed. "This," he said, "is perfect." The gator nodded, tail resting comfortably in the sand. The yeti smiled, eyes half closed already. They shared snacks, passing them around without hurry. No one roosted. No one talked too much. Words weren't really needed. As the night grew deeper, the lake seemed to glow under the moonlight. The monkey skipped a stone across the water, not to see how far it would go, but just to watch the ripples spread and disappear. The gator poured warm tea into 3 cups, the steam rising softly into the cool air. The yeti wrapped a blanket around all 3 of them, pulling them close. They talked about small things. A funny moment from earlier that day, a memory from when they were younger, a plan they might make someday, or maybe not. Eventually, their voices grew quieter. The monkey curled up first, his head resting against the yeti's side, his tail wrapped loosely around the blanket, his breathing slowing without him noticing. The gator leaned back, looking up at the moon. His eyelids grew heavy as he listened to the water, the steady sound reminding him of home. The yeti stayed awake, just a little longer. He watched the lake shimmer. He listened to his brothers breathe. It felt grateful, not loudly, not dramatically, just a warm, quiet gratitude that settled deep inside him. When he finally closed his eyes, the night seemed to settle too. The fire faded into glowing embers. The moon climbed higher. The world grew softer. The 3 brothers slept by the lake, wrapped in moonlight and friendship, knowing that nothing else was needed. Tomorrow could wait. Tonight was for rest. And that's the end of our story. The yeti, the monkey, and the gator are safe by the lake, resting peacefully under the moon. And now, it's your turn to rest too. Let your breathing slow. Let your thoughts drift. Let the quiet carry you into sleep. Thank you for listening. Have a gentle night and sweet dreams.